So to sum it all up, don't get too complicated. Don't make it harder for yourself than it already has to be. I know that you're stressed out. I know that you're working hard in and out, probably 80, 70 hours a week. Go back to the basics. What made you guys fall in love? What made you guys work out? And just do that all over again. Having a work-life balance just simply does not work when you're a business owner. Hey guys, my name is Ricardo Vargas, and this is the journey from 0 to a million and beyond, where I take my experiences, my life lessons, and the mistakes I make along the way and share them with you guys so you can make the same mistakes as me. Today, I'll be diving into something a little more different, kind of switch up the vibe. This is still very crucial when it comes to owning and managing a business, how to balance out work and life. So, I know this is not your typical operation, sales, marketing type of video, but this is still something very crucial that does affect business every single day. And due to things that happen at home, things could either go right or wrong in the business because of things that we're going to talk about. So without further ado, let's dive right in. In today's fast-paced world, the dichotomy between work and life has become a relentless tug of war. You usually find yourself caught between the demands of your career and your desire for personal fulfillment. And you also find yourself questioning, can I truly have it all? Can I really find the balance between work and life? And how can I make them work together so that they benefit off of each other? I'll be diving into my personal experience with this question and how I managed to keep my work and my life actually connected together and simultaneously work off of each other. I will explore the balance between personal ambitions and personal relationships. Why choose between them when you can actually have both of them? Makes no sense, right? So let's dive right in. First, a little bit of background of how I found myself in this situation. I have been married for a little longer than 2 years. Yes, 2 years. As in, I got married when I was 18. And let me tell you something. Between trying to get my business off the ground and working and keep my relationship alive and nourished, there was literally no room for failure in either case. You get so caught up in work, working late nights, trying to figure out how to make your idea or your dream come to fruition and actually start cash flowing. And then while you're in the midst of actually thinking and working through all of this, your significant other comes and asks for some of your time. They ask you to pay some attention to them, help them with something, and usually sometimes you might ignore them and just keep working because you're in that zone. And if you're anything like me, when you're in that zone, no one can take you off of there unless you finish. So you kind of just wave them off and tell them that you'll do it later. And then this just keeps repeating over and over and over again. Eventually you've dug yourself into a hole so deep that no number of date nights will be able to save you. You have ignored the person you promised eternal love to, and now this is affecting every single part of your life, including that business that you worked so hard to get started. You guys start to argue more, you become this angry person that no one wants to work with or be around with, and then you come back home and there's no love because you guys are arguing, and overall you just get tired of everything and you have no other choice but to keep working. Does this sound a little bit familiar? This is a very common syndrome that happens to entrepreneurs and first-time business owners. That's why most of them are single on the way up. They have less responsibility, less to worry about, and anything that they do only affects themselves. So they're willing to take up more risk. But not all of us are like that. Some of us were lucky enough to have found the one that will stick to us through thick and thin, and now it turns out that we are the ones that are fucking it up. What do you do then, you might ask? Do you choose a business that you work so hard day in and day out to make sure it starts giving you some type of money, or choose a relationship that makes you the happiest person in the world? The only right answer here is to choose both. You've most likely heard the saying, happy wife, happy life. Well, guess what? They were not lying. It's 100% real. The whole concept that revolves around your personal life shouldn't affect your work life is a farce, a lie made up to suppress and ignore feelings that truly do matter and that affect our everyday decisions. When in business, wherever your mind goes, everything else follows. If there's a problem at home that you haven't been able to address or that hasn't been solved, or that it keeps getting worse, that will ultimately affect you, which in turn will affect your team, which in turn will affect the efficiency of your operations. And guess what? That will affect your bottom line. And then guess what? Boom. Chain of reactions that eventually makes everything blow up in your face. And it all could have been avoided if you just stopped for 5 seconds to make sure that you tell that person that you love them, that you care for them, that everything that you're doing is for their own good. Not saying these words and reassuring them can cost you thousands, tens of thousands, and potentially even hundreds of thousands of dollars due to not thinking clearly because you have a work obsession. On the other hand, if everything is good back home, you start to see more sales, your reviews go up, your business is booming. And guess what? This also helps out your relationship because now your partner feels more secure. They feel like they can trust you more, and they know that you know what you're doing when it comes to this whole business thing that you started. Hey guys, just want to thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you like what we're doing with the videos, with the visuals, the graphics, and the way of storytelling, just let me know. It'd be great to get your feedback. And stay tuned for the horizon. We have a lot of special guests, a lot of topics that we're going to cover. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. And just a quick favor to ask, if you could share this out with anybody that you think might gain any value from this, or anybody that might benefit from listening, that'd be the greatest thing in the world. And apart from that, let's get back to it. The whole point of this is to get everything to work in a balance so that when one thing goes right, the other one also benefits. Let's say that you're in this hole, you messed up. How do you get out? Let me tell you what I did, because I've been on both sides of the story. I've been on the outside looking in, and I've been buried 6 feet deep. If you're already in the hole and you want to get out before you're buried in a pile of problems, professional and personal, listen, sit down with your partner and apologize, because everything that's happened up to this point is your fault and your fault alone. Most of the time. Sit down and tell them that, you love them. They're the best thing that's ever happened to you. They're one of the main reasons why you push so hard and you want this whole business thing to actually work out. And then take them out on a date. Be kind. Be a man, or be a good partner. 9 times out of 10, this will work and solve your problem. And if it doesn't, you seriously got some work to do. Communication, just like your diet, will get you 90% of the way there when getting in shape. If you want a strong and healthy relationship that can bench press the weight of the world, you need to put that remaining 10% of actual work. Don't just think it, actually say it. Don't just say it, actually mean it. Don't just promise, actually do it. That 10% of action will do the miracles that the other 90% were not able to do. So, just do it. Be a man of action. On the other hand, if you're not already in the hole, but you can feel that you're not far from the grave, do the same. Preventative maintenance is preventative for a reason. Don't wait for a fire to happen to care for the smoke detectors. Your partner chose to be your partner in this journey for a reason. And they'll stick with you in the long run. But it's really up to you whether you push them away or give them a reason to leave. Because even though you're together till death do you apart, your actions, or lack thereof, are the Grim Reaper themselves. So don't kill off something so good and special before you have the chance of doing good on the promises of a great life, wealth, and happiness. A 10-minute break will not bankrupt your business. One late night will not shatter your performance the next day. And one surprise gift will not make you any less of a man. A man's purpose is measured on the value they bring. Value being a provider, a defender, being a warrior in a garden rather than a gardener in a war. So, to answer your question about work-life balance, I say fuck that. Your life is your work, and your work is your life. Your business, your relationships, your goals and dreams, all of that can be done at the same time. And they can be done good. Do not waste your time and energy in trying to separate them. The moment you realize they all go hand in hand is the moment that you realize that you can do it all. Because in most cases, your partner is one of the main reasons why you even chose to start the business or to start doing this thing that you're doing now. So don't get it twisted. Your personal relationships directly affect your business. So make sure that end is covered. Make time for date night, movie night, us night, all the nights. Because those are high leverage activities. And I know they don't directly raise the bottom line of your business. But 1, you love that person. 2, they love you. And they will be there to comfort you, to assure you, and to put you back together when you fail. Because trust me, you will fail. And 3, them being happy will make you happy. Therefore, you enter this state of bliss and positivity that helps you see the good side of bad situations every day when you would have otherwise not seen it. So, communication always trumps anything else that you can do. When your partner is pushing, do not push back. Rather, pull them closer. Give them a hug. Tell them that you love them. And remember, wherever your mind is at directly affects your business. So just make sure that it's in the right place. So to sum it all up, don't get too complicated. Don't make it harder for yourself than it already has to be. I know that you're stressed out. I know that you're working hard in and out, probably 80, 70 hours a week. Go back to the basics. What made you guys fall in love? What made you guys work out? And just do that all over again. Having a work-life balance just simply does not work when you're a business owner. Just how you wear all the hats in a business when starting off, this is the same. Just put on another hat. You've gone this far. It can't be that hard. I was able to do it, so you're able to do it as well. It does take time and it does take reps, but in the long run, you will be glad that you took care of this early on rather than later when it gets harder. And just a quick spark notes. Personal relationships will always directly impact your bottom line, either good or bad. So just make sure it's for good. It works out for the both of you. So why not just make sure that it's good? So that's all that we have for today. This was a really quick podcast, really quick video. If you liked it, let me know. If you have other views or other ways of interpreting this, do let me know as well. And if you think that I'm wrong, let me know as well. This is just my personal experience and things that I did. So if you've experienced something else, let me know. That's what this is all here for. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll talk to you guys later.